Pizza. Who doesn't love a pizza? So the pizza I'm doing today is a continental crust sort of style. So it's a continental bread dough mix. Still windy as always. So anyway, so baker's flour. This is the rice flour. I've doubled the mix because we want to make a few pizzas at home. Yes, here's a bit of bread improver. I think it went in there. And the yeast. And the good thing with this is you can chuck all the dry ingredients in, ahead of time. So say you're going away for the weekend. No, I do the same with like me pancake mixes, cake mixes, any sort of mix where you got to have like all your dry ingredients mixed in first. Well, great. Do it all at home, and then you can, that way all your measuring's done. All you got to do then is just add your wet ingredients, and just cuts down on time, makes life a bit easier. You're not having to argue where measuring cups are and measuring spoons, all those things that always seem to go missing when you're looking for them. So just incorporate all those dry ingredients together. Now you can use a bit of soft butter. I'm just going to use a bit of rice bran oil for this, so just a couple of teaspoons will do, or more. That'll do. Then your lukewarm water. Very important not to go too hot, otherwise you'll kill your yeast. And the fun part with this, obviously, is getting your hands dirty. There's no other way around it, unless you're using a stand mixer. Just get the hands in there and just start putting it all together. So what we'll do is we'll chuck a bit of flour down. Now I have cleaned this table. It does look crappy, but yeah, I have given it a good clean down. And basically you just got to give it a good old knead, and it'll all slowly come together. It always starts out a bit difficult. That's starting to come together rather nicely now. Beautiful. I'll prove this now. You just need a warm space for proving. Whatever you can find, like even though it's a cold day today, the sun's still out, I'm going to go stick it in the ute. Just cover it, stick it in the ute there for a bit. That'll work perfectly fine. Sometimes you can just sprinkle a little bit of water over the top of this too. That'll help to steam it up a bit. See, it is really nice and warm in here. And if it's just that slight too warm, well, just crack your windows a little bit, and yeah, we'll come back in a little bit and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so while that dough's finishing off its prove, I'll prep a bit of stuff. So I'm only going to do a couple of little pizzas in the camp oven, just for the sake of doing it, and I'm going to do the rest inside. Trace is getting hungry, so I'm going to do an Aussie, and one that we like to do is like a cheesy garlic pizza with a bit of tomato on top. So for my pizza sauce, I like to just use any sort of tomato paste, pizza sauce paste, whatever, and I just spike it up with a bit of a brew here. So it's just some olive oil. I've got some garlic cloves in here somewhere. I actually added a little bit of garlic, minced garlic in there because I didn't have enough garlic cloves for some reason. They've all gone. So yeah, these are the dregs. Don't matter. It'll still taste alright. When you're using a garlic press, don't worry about peeling the garlic because it pushes it all straight through anyway. And you just pull out the when you can get to it. I usually use a knife, but yeah, you can sort of pull the skin out afterwards. So I just like to add rosemary, goes great with garlic. Some basil, because basil goes great with tomato. Mixed herbs. Fresh herbs is always going to be better. Had a bit of a problem though with our pet sheep like them more than us, so hence we don't have any herbs at the moment. The biggest, most important thing to add to this is salt. So what am I going to add here? I'm going to say a teaspoon. And what I do is I just whiz a bit of this over the top of the pizza base, and with my garlic pizza, this is the base for my garlic pizza. And then when I'm doing the other pizzas, I put a little bit of this down, a bit of tomato paste or pizza sauce, whatever it is, and always add a little bit of barbecue sauce to it as well. And I'll tell you what, it makes a bloody nice base. Now I just set that aside and let it just sort of all meld together and get nice and happy. So for the Aussie, I'm going to add a bit of onion to it. So I've got the camp oven sitting on over the fire at the moment, and I've got a little Ozpig, and with the Ozpig comes, you can get these little pizza stones, and they work well in the camp oven. So I've chucked one in there, and I've got that preheating in there with the camp oven. So once again, what size is this? This is a 9-inch pizza tray. That's the perfect size for an Ozpig for the smoker, if anyone's got the smoker with their Ozpig. I originally got these ones, which must be, I don't know, 10-inch, and yeah, they just don't quite fit. And yeah, so, but they fit well in the camp oven. So as you can see, the dough's come out pretty darn good. That's been, I'd say, about 35-40 minutes in the ute, and one thing I normally do, which I forgot, is I chuck a bit of spray on the bottom of the cling before you put it over. Stops this sticking. But anyway, I just did it to show you what happens when you don't spray it. Cool. So it all depends on how thick you want your base. Some people love a really thin base. I prefer a bit of a thicker base. That's the size of my tray. I reckon I'm going to go there you go, that's a good handful there. It's just a matter of pressing it out. rolling pins make things a bit easier. It's inside. So I'll do it like this. Now what I tend to do is I'll press this out and let it rest for a bit because the dough will shrink back in. I like to leave it for 10 minutes or so once you've done this sort of initial press out. We're a week away from Christmas, literally today, so one week away from Christmas, and I've got the shorts on, I've got the shirt on, but I'll tell you what I can do with the jacket. Jesus, it's just been cold and wet. So anyway, I'll chuck these in the ute for 10 minutes to just rest and prove a little bit, and then we'll get cracking. Alright, so while Steph's doing that, and I'm eating cheese, I'll start on this. Keep it going. So I'm going to do I'll do a little garlic one for starters.
By the way, I think it's a little bit thin there.
That's fine. It'll work fine. So I just want a nice liberal dosing of the little garlic sauce in the bottom. So this cheesy garlic one is a request from Trace, and I'll probably have to make a bigger one inside. I've got the big ass pizza trays inside like that. They just fit in the oven. Sometimes it's just easier to make a big one so you're not bloody messing around doing those little ones all the time. Okay, so I'll need to plug that down. There you go. Put that there. So I've got a tomato here somewhere.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Do I add the pizza sauce?
Yeah, chuck a bit of pizza sauce on there, Dale. Yep,
Is this spoon okay?
that's fine. And I like to chuck a bit of spinach on it. Now the spinach looks like you're putting a heap on, but it reduces down to nothing, and really makes it so. Then I'll just top it off with a little bit of tasty. I'd normally finish it off in the last 2 or 3 minutes in the oven with a bit of bocconcini, but unfortunately we don't have any. Right, so that's our barbecue sauce from there.
Do you want me to?
Right, so our Aussie. So I'm going to chuck a bit of onion around. Mozzarella. Look, I know it's not probably what the traditionalists would say, but hey, if it tastes good, do it. This is, we all have our own way. Good job.
Got to put the bacon on it.
Gotta have the bacon. You know what I haven't got?
What?
I haven't got the important part. First, like, what do we need to put on there?
Ham.
Ham. Shredded ham. Can you go get me some shredded ham, please. Just yell out to Mum, say, shredded ham! Tell you what, while that's happening, I'll go and chuck this in. And get tasty. You want to chuck tasty on? Go for it. Now you've washed your hands, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes, of course you have. Good job.
I mean, that's only, isn't it?
Just a tiny egg. Good enough. I reckon that'll work, eh? There you go. Ta-da! So that's in there, that's working. We'll get this on top. We'll stoke up the top with some coals. And hopefully in 10 minutes or so we should have some,
Really good pizza.
yeah, should do. Time for the test. This one went on first. There we have it. I reckon that's done. I'll check the other. Hasn't been quite on as long, been on as long. Not bad though. I'll leave that one to tick over for a little bit longer. Righto. As it turns out, the Meat Lovers was ready before the other one.
You mean the Aussie?
Yeah, so the Aussie, thanks Steph, the Aussie was ready before the whatever the hell I made before. What was it?
Garlic.
Thank you, yeah, cheesy garlic. So it's all good top and bottom.
This dinner's gonna be the best.
I'm going to see the camera there. Looking pretty good. Taste test. Ah, shit house. Joking. Really, what pizza isn't, you know, as long as it's cooked, what pizza really isn't any good? A little bit of smokiness in there. The base is nicely dried out. It's crusty on the edges. Would you like to have a try, Steph?
Yes.
Maybe just try it is hot.
It's hot.
Well, it's just been cooked. What do you reckon?
Really good.
There's a thumb underneath that hoodie there somewhere. So that's, ow, 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 ow. That's done in the oven inside. Oh wow, nice. So that's, yeah, so anyway, that's camp oven size. That's oven size. Right, so this one is, Steph, what's this one?
Garlic.
The garlic one?
Garlic.
Cheesy garlic. Tracy's favourite. Trace, would you like to come in here, grab a piece?
Oh, you can do
Say hello to the camera, say hi.
Hi, camera.
Food's the only reason she stays with me. Oh. What do you reckon, dear?
Yummo.
Trace said it's average, but she'll eat it anyway.
I'm still eating.
It's quite a thick base, so I can show that. No, it is a thick base, this one. So obviously, if you don't like a thick base, make it thinner.
Cut thinner slices.
That's right.
And also, if you do want to set a base, I advise to get you either get like a bigger tray, or you put less stone.
But that, well, I better try this one. Come on, Steph, come in here, give this one a crack.
Margarita's my favourite.
I'll tell you what. That one's all right too, and that's just cheese.
Cheese.
I just chucked a bit of the
Barbecue sauce.
yeah, like I've done the base with the tomato, like the tomato paste and my little garlic oil mix, and some barbecue sauce, mozzarella, a little bit of tasty on top, and then I just sprinkled a bit of basil over the top there to finish it off. Once again, tastes delish. And that's a wrap. I'd like to thank you, ladies and gents, and any other gender that you choose to be, for joining in and watching to the end. I really appreciate it. So I'm now up and running on Facebook and Instagram, so I'd appreciate a like and a follow if you wish to do so. Don't forget to subscribe and like the episode if you did enjoy it. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to cook or have a crack at. I'm willing to try. So until next time, stay safe. I'll catch you later.